Hey everybody, I am Atlas 11 Soldier. This is the King Arthur video, and today I want to talk about a team that I've built to do Gorgos. And at the moment I've got it up to level 8, but I am aware of Odd One Gaming, who basically brought this team to my attention, and he has got this to level 10. So it is possible with the right gear and the right stats on your characters, etc., and having them all up to level 60. But to be honest, the character that makes this team work, when Odd One first brought me onto him, I put him in and I thought I had gear on him, and I actually did Gorgos 7 in no gear, and it still worked. Then obviously I put him in gear, I've pushed 8, I do need to change his gear up a bit. I'm trying to get some better gear. As you know, I am free to play, so I've got to grind as much as I can, get as much the energy to grind then the campaigns to get the moonstones to make the vigor gear that I want. So it takes its time. It is free to play friendly is the game in my opinion, but it takes time, just like everything else in life. So yeah, let's get into the team. So first of all, I used Lancelot, and the reason I use Lancelot is because his dot damage that you get from his A3 and his A1, and I've got him in 2 pieces of accuracy with 4 pieces of drain. Obviously, you can put him in more of a damage set, but I did build him when I was struggling to stay alive in content, and with his dots kicking off and his double hit, then it does give you the heals as well as backing up the heals you've got. Obviously, I've got better healers now, and I do need to rebuild him, but I've not got to there yet. Use him in, I believe, his fire relic, because that's the only one I've got at the moment. But I find it works, so there you go, happy days. Then second, wrong screen. Then second, we have Anguish, once again for his dot damage on Gorgos, and I have him in 4 pieces of vigor and then just 2 random jewelry pieces. Once again, I haven't got the correct pieces I want to be able to put them on yet, but once I get them, obviously I'll put them on ready for pushing 9 and 10. And I use Anguish with his basic standard ice relic, and that seems to work. And then number 3 is Isolde as my healer. She isn't the best healer in the game, but I find she works well for this. And once again, I have Isolde in a set that's not ideal for what I wanted to do, but she's in speed with 2 pieces of health to help keep her alive a little bit. But as you can see, I am actually starting to build her into some better gear. I've got the pieces here that work for her. I just need to get 1 more and then a couple of HP pieces. So, and in this, I have her in her fire relic at the moment, but I think in the dungeon itself, in Gorgos, I do have her using the ice relic. So let's go to Gorgos. We'll have a look at my level 8 clear, and we can double check all those stats I've just give you in regards to the relics you're using, and then we'll have a quick run through. But once we get into the game, I will pause it and show you what skills I have active, what skills I've blocked, etc., etc. So Burning Lands and Stage 8. So yeah, as I said, Lancelot in his flame and all the other 3 in ice. And as I said, the one champion that is the backbone of this team is Degenerate. So as I said, Odd One brought me onto this guy, and he's absolutely amazing for this content. So if you look at Degenerate's skills, I've got him level 60 and he's only 2-star. I've got him in a full set of vigor with a couple of pieces of health gear, because you want him to be obviously getting that 1 extra vigor every turn, so you can use your abilities more often. And yeah, like I say, it didn't have any gear on at all when I did it in 7, but then obviously I have to put gear on to push 8, and I do need to make his gear better and everyone else's gear better to push 9 and 10. And he's an uncommon, but he plays a role, and the role he plays is on, I believe it's his A2, which removes 1 dot from all allies, grants all allies crit rate increase for 1 turn, and then inflicts poison on himself for 2 turns. Now, as you know, Gorgos is a lot of Gorgos' damage comes from the dots he places on you. So, therefore, when you obviously remove those dots from everyone, then that's fantastic. And then he's got these passives as well. And it's this second passive here. When inflicted with a dot, gain effect accuracy increase for 1 for the rest of the battle. And if you have 2 or more effect accurate increase, you remove all buffs from Degenerate, recharges all allies' attack gauge by 30%, and removes all dots from all allies. So when you're using his A2 to remove 1 set of dots, and then his passive 2's kicking in, which is obviously removing the rest of the dots, it just works for Gorgos. So what we'll do is we'll pop back into the Gorgos dungeon now. I will show you how I've got the attack rotation set up, and we'll do it on a 3 run just for the rewards. And if we start battle, and then obviously I'll be able to just pause it. As you can see, it's now on full autoplay. So skill order selection. So Isolde, all I wanted to do is heal me. So her A2, put first, leave the other 2 blank. She will automatically do her A1 if she can't do her A2, so that's fine. Same with Degenerate. You want him A2 only, and then his A1 will kick in if he hasn't got enough to use his A2. But because you've got the vigor sets in there, then obviously he gets round to it easily enough. And as I said, once you put Isolde in the team as well and change her gear up to vigor, there you go. You'll get those extra turns you need. And then with Anguish, it's A3, A2, A1. So that's his dot, his damage if they have dots, and his A1 if you're really desperate. And then Lancelot, once again, his A1 and A2 are the ones that do the fire dot. So that's the only 2 you really want him to use. Sometimes you can put the stun on. The stun doesn't work with Gorgos, but it will work in other places. But I don't need it in this, so it's just wasting stamina. So let's get back to the fight. And you can watch it through and you can see it. It's on full auto with those settings. And here you go. So we're starting attacking. Degenerate removes any dots that there wasn't any actually, but then Anguish with his A3, Isolde with her heal, A1 from Lancelot, and then removes everything again. And now obviously as you get further into the game, oh, sorry, that's my bad. When you do put it on full auto, don't forget to, if you're doing it manually like this, to click on the champion boss. If you're doing it as an auto farm, then remember to choose the setting for only attack the boss or prioritize the boss. And here you go, all the dots are removed again. Great job by Degenerate. He's got a job and he's got a task and he does it very well. And then big hit comes off from all the burns, and that's put him down to half health already. And as you can see, most of the team are holding their own. Anguish is a bit low on health, but once again, once I've built the characters up, Isolde's heal should be a bit bigger, so therefore it won't be as hard for him to survive. But to be honest, we're getting to the point now where we're nearly there. and it was pretty quick. It'd have been a lot quicker, obviously, if I'd have remembered to do the target the boss. But obviously, when you do that yourself and you know to target the boss straight out, then you'll be a lot quicker then. But 1 minute and 54 seconds and he's nearly dead. I don't think it's a bad for, you know, a stage 8 boss. And we get some more buffs from Lancelot. Degenerate cleanses. Get some heals. More buffs, more dots from Anguish, and job done. So as you see, guys, the team works. It does have Lancelot in it, who was, I believe, a free champion. It does have Anguish in it, who's just a rare. It has Degenerate, and who's an uncommon. So you should all have by now. And it has Isolde, who once again is a rare. So yes, it works. It does need some tweaking on my part, but there we are. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, please like and subscribe, and then obviously you'll see some more content from me. I will be posting hopefully some more guides on level 9 and level 10 once I do it, and what I've changed, and also on other things. So do stick around, and hopefully you'll be able to see those videos, and it'll help you out with your own game progress. Okay, guys, take care. Bye bye.